and 6 for $5.
See if this will actually work. I have my doubts, as always.
Hey there, you ready to do a sound check? Hello. Are you ready to do a sound check? One second.
Check 1 2. Testing 1 2 3. 1 2 3. John.
Testing 1 2 3.
Hopefully you can hear us coming at you. Turn that down a little bit. Turn that up some. Hopefully you should be hearing it soon. Okay, here comes some spots.
Since 2005, North Star's Ultimate Outdoors has been Cache Valley's source for fun and adventure. It's here you can find the biggest selection of snowmobiles, ATVs, utility vehicles, and handheld power equipment from the brand names you know, such as Steel, Polaris, and Yamaha. The professionally trained staff at North Star's Ultimate Outdoors of Preston has what it takes to get you out on the nation's leading brands. The best deals in the best town. North Star's Ultimate Outdoors. It's where the fun starts. 777 North State Street, Preston.
When you are looking for breakfast, lunch, or dinner, but you want something that is ready to eat now, always stop at the Stokes Market Deli in Preston. With cold and hot
This is your countdown for the Preston Indians pregame show. Pregame in 30 seconds from Mark. As we'll have a good game today, hopefully. And pregame show will start in 15 seconds from Mark. Pregame in 10 seconds from Mark. Have a good game. Pre-game show in 5 seconds from Mark. This is the Preston Indians pregame show. Coming up, we'll take a look at tonight's game. We'll hear from the coach and look at the pregame stats all leading up to tonight's action. You're listening to live coverage of the Preston Indians on 105.5 FM, AM 1340, and mylocalradio.com.
As tonight the Preston Indians kick off a brand new season as they are in Burley to take on the Bobcats. Hi everybody, I'm Dan Hubbard, glad to be with you tonight as the Indians open up a brand new season after missing the state tournament last year for the first time in 7 years. They'll look to bounce back and have a better year this year. They'll take on the Bobcats. Burley actually did go to the state tournament a year ago, but they come in with a brand new coach this year. But they look to also continue what's becoming a good last few years here for the Bobcats. Still about a minute and a half to go in the JV game. They are leading handily, 77-49 here this evening. And coming up on the pregame show, we'll talk to Coach Jones. We'll look at other games coming up around the area tonight. Plus, we'll also have the keys to tonight's game brought to you by Naylor Insurance. But coming up next, we'll have our scene set coming up. That's brought to you by you can't think off the top of my head. We'll take a break. We'll come back, see if I can get my head screwed on straight as we continue right after this.
Since 2005, North Star's Ultimate Outdoors has been Cache Valley's source for fun and adventure. It's here you can find the biggest selection of snowmobiles, ATVs, utility vehicles, and handheld power equipment from the brand names you know, such as Steel, Polaris, and Yamaha. The professionally trained staff at North Star's Ultimate Outdoors of Preston has what it takes to get you out on the nation's leading brands. The best deals in the best town. North Star's Ultimate Outdoors. It's where the fun starts. 777 North State Street, Preston.
When you are looking for breakfast, lunch, or dinner, but you want something that is ready to eat now, always stop at the Stokes Market Deli in Preston. With cold and hot cases, you can always find food that is fresh, hot, or cold. Sandwiches, soup, salads, deviled eggs, donuts, wraps, cheese trays, desserts, and a hot and delicious buffet. A meal out doesn't have to be at a restaurant. Come and enjoy something for everyone at the Stokes Market Deli today. 217 South State Street in Preston.
Webb Funeral Home is proud to be the leading provider of funeral services in northern Cache Valley, including southeast Idaho, for almost 100 years. We are a full-service mortuary offering the highest quality services with very affordable pricing. We have plans to meet everyone's budget, from traditional funeral services to graveside services and cremation options. We gladly provide free insurance coverage review, quality headstones and monuments, as well as funeral transcriptions. Let us answer any questions you might have by calling us at 208-852-0533. Webb Funeral Home, a trusted name in funeral service since 1925.
If you're looking for someplace new as you head into your golden years, look into the tradition of quality designer homes built by Ralph's Construction in the Blue Sage Park area of Preston. Working in Phase 3 now, with Phase 4 starting soon, these homes can be built to a floor plan that you desire, or Ralph's Construction has other options that you're sure to fall in love with. Call today for more information, 435-232-1837. Now is the time to plan for the finest home of your lifetime. Ralph's Construction, 435-232-1837.
KACH, mylocalradio.com.
And welcome back here to Burley. Time for the scene set, brought to you by North Stars Ultimate Outdoors. Get ready for your next outdoor adventure at North Stars Ultimate Outdoors on State Street at the north end of the city of Preston. As John Slaughter joins me here on the broadcast tonight. John, opening night is always a fun night.
Hello. Good to be with you, Dan. It's always fun to make a trip with you. We're up here in Burley, up here in the crow's nest almost, up here on the top up here. But good view. You have to stand up and see, but we'll be doing fine.
And it's opening night on a new season this year. And for the Indians, some old faces, but some new ones as well.
Yeah, that's the good thing about Preston's program is Coach Jones builds this program from way down. I mean, from the young kids, he brings them up. He's looking after them, and he's got good coaches in their laps. So, yeah, Preston has a great program, and Coach Jones is the leader of that and brings us to a good program with a good program.
They open on the road against Burley, a team they've had good success against lately. In fact, they've played each other 2 times a year since I've been here for the last 4 years now, going into year 5. And Preston has beaten Burley in 11 straight games.
Yeah, they've had their number a little bit. Preston has some great talent. The basketball program is highly coveted, really. As the kids grow up, they want to play basketball from Preston.
For the Indians during this 11-game winning streak against the Burley, they've outscored them by an average of about 10.5 points a game. For the Indians, bouncing back from last year, I think the size difference will help them a little bit. Tate Hess grew 4 or 5 inches over the summer. He tips the scale now at 6'7" at the start of the season.
Yeah, and that's great, to have him in there. Plus, he has the talent to play. And we've had some other growth. Jones grew a couple inches. Right. They're all growing. Cam Hobbs is a little bit taller. But, yeah, we'll be fine.
So we're about 14 minutes or so away from the opening tip as the JV game just ends. We'll take a timeout. When we come back, we'll talk to Coach Jones. We'll do that as we continue right after this timeout.
Hey ladies, when you're looking to freshen up your wardrobe, there is no need to travel to the big city shopping centers or the dreaded mall. Stay local and head to Magnolia Road in downtown Preston. They offer great prices on the cutest tops, bottoms, sweaters, shoes and boots, and other accessory items. And best of all, everything is size inclusive from small to 3XL. When you shop local, everything you spend stays right here in Preston and Franklin County. Magnolia Road, 27 South State Street in downtown Preston.
Franklin County Medical Center is proud to provide excellence in surgical and specialty healthcare right here in our community, making it extremely convenient to receive world-class care without even leaving the county. The best part is that we work closely with your primary care physicians to ensure a convenient and coordinated care experience. Our skilled surgeons are continually adding services to Franklin County, some you won't find anywhere in the greater Cache Valley area. Discover what is available right here at fcmc.org/specialty. You just might be surprised at what we have to offer.
Folks have many reasons to visit Casper, Wyoming every year, whether it's work, high school sports and activities, a romantic getaway, or business meetings. The best place to stay when you're in Casper is the Come On In Hotel and Suites. A beautiful log hotel offers 5 hot tubs, a pool, fitness center, and a fabulous indoor atrium. You can also reserve meeting rooms for your next event, and each stay includes an extended continental breakfast. Reserve your rooms today at the Come On In Hotel and Suites in Casper, Wyoming. Call 307-472-6300.
Hi, my name is Penny Wright, and I am your local Medicare agent. Medicare annual open enrollment starts October 15th and ends December 7th. Call me at 208-852-2367 for a no-cost one-on-one consultation in your home, or come visit me at Larry's Pharmacy in Preston.
It's the goal in everyone's life to reach financial independence and security. Evergreen Financial Partners in Preston can help with strategies to assist in those goals. They will design a plan to suit you, whether it be for your family, home, or current or future investments. Evergreen Financial Partners can help with life insurance, long-term life, 401ks, retirement plans, or mutual funds. Contact the experts at Evergreen Financial and let them put a plan together for you. Find them at 41 West 1st South in Preston, or go online to set your appointment at evergreenfinancialpartners.net. Evergreen Financial Partners, your first step to financial security.
Listen for Dan Hubbard and Preston Indian Sports on KACH.
Welcome back here on the pregame show. Time to step into the Coach's Corner, brought to you by Evergreen Financial, as we spend a couple of minutes with Tyler Jones before we get the game started here in Burley. What is this now? Year 14 for you here?
13th year, yep.
Is it flown by?
Yeah, it does. Every year, is unique and a new group, but it's been a lot of fun. We've had a great run, and we're excited to get going with this group and see what they can do this year.
This is an exciting new group. You actually have a little bit more size than you had last year, which kind of leads to some good things going into the season.
Yeah, I think we have some good pieces. We have some size. Tate has 6'7", and then we have some of our guards back from last year on the perimeter, in the backcourt. So if we can get everybody to buy in and play together, then I think this team can go and do some good things this season.
Drew, Will, Hess, all really able to shoot well from outside.
Yeah, and that's the nice thing with the inside. If Tate can be a presence down low, then if they play one-on-one on him, then we have a big advantage. If they start doubling him, then we have the outside shooters as well. Cam and Drew played a lot of minutes last year. Will and Cade got some experience last year. So, we feel like we have a good mix. We just, got to play together, and we want to really push the ball this year. It's one of our focuses is we want to play fast, get out in transition, and really get up and down the court. And then defensively, we've got to be better. That's one thing that we've really emphasized early on is we've got to defend. We've got to be a little tougher on the defensive end, and if we can do that, then, we'll do great things this year.
You take on a Burley team that you've had good success with. You played them a couple of times a year now, each year for the past while. But they come in with a new coach this year.
Yeah, they have a new coach. They're always a solid program. They made it to state last year. Every year they seem to be right there in the hunt in their district and at the state tournament. So they have a couple of their key guys back. Sheets he's a stud. Last year he hit 10 threes against us in 2 games. Really talented guy. And this year he's kind of got the green light. He'll be doing a lot. He'll be shooting up from anywhere. Really good player. And then Trevino, he was a really good linebacker in football. He's about 6'2", 6'3", but 240 and just a bruiser in the middle. So those are kind of their main 2 guys. And they got Williams, was a good receiver. They have some athletes, so and I expect them to be a good battle here tonight on the road.
But you talk about Trevino, it's at 6'2". He's their tallest player, so you do have a bit of size advantage coming in.
Yeah, that's what, if we can he's strong, but if we can get him in foul trouble, then, yeah, they don't have a ton of size, and we want to use that. Tate should have a big advantage tonight, and we like that.
Kicking off a new season, do you still get nervous at this point?
Oh, yeah. No, every game doesn't matter. You get the butterflies, and it's an exciting time of year. You wait all year for it. You play all summer, and then here we are. And on the road, always tough on the road. We're going to talk about that here with the team is, good teams got to win on the road, and you want to get that season started on a good note tonight. And this will be a challenge, but I think these kids will be up to it.
Thanks for your time. Best of luck.
All right, thank you.
Tyler Jones with us here on the pregame show. We'll take a timeout. Be back right after this. The Preston boys open their home schedule next weekend with a pair of big games. Friday night, the Bishop Kelly Knights will roll into town to face the Indians. Then on Saturday evening, it's the Valley View Falcons who come to Preston Gym. Both these schools always put great teams on the floor. Pregame 7 p.m. with the tip-off both nights at 7:30. Preston Sports is brought to you by West Motors, Stokes Market True Value, Franklin County Medical Center, S&T Electric, and Procon Homes. Catch the games on FM 105.5 and AM 1340 KACH and on MyLocalRadio.com, your home for Preston sports.
Since 2005, North Star's Ultimate Outdoors has been Cache Valley's source for fun and adventure. It's here you can find the biggest selection of snowmobiles, ATVs, utility vehicles, and handheld power equipment from the brand names you know, such as Steel, Polaris, and Yamaha. The professionally trained staff at North Star's Ultimate Outdoors of Preston has what it takes to get you out on the nation's leading brands. The best deals in the best town. North Star's Ultimate Outdoors. It's where the fun starts. 777 North State Street, Preston.
Level 10 Life provides skilled one-on-one life coaching sessions to help you unlock your next level in life. Our trained professionals specialize in health, life, and career coaching. Book a free consultation today at level10lifecoach.com.
Whether it's your vehicle, home, business, or even life, protecting the things that matter most shouldn't be left to chance. At Farm Bureau, the Smith Agency, everything that is important to you is important to us. That's why our office and agents are united to protect your future and give you peace of mind today. I'm Brittany Smith. As your local Farm Bureau agents, my husband Braden and I would love to customize and simplify plans that are unique to you and what you care about. Stop in today and see how Farm Bureau can make insurance simple for you.
When it comes to all things electrical, Sean Carter and the guys at S&T Electrical should always be your go-to crew. With experience in everything from new construction to repairs, service, and new installations, S&T Electrical is professional and friendly in all they do. Your electrical work will be done right. Call S&T Electric today at 208-852-5878.
This is Sean Carter with S&T Electric. It's what we do.
Across the FM airwaves, we're heard at 105.5. On the far-reaching AM dial, we're at 1340. And on the internet at mylocalradio.com. Wherever you find us, we are KACH, Preston, Smithfield, Logan.
It's time for Preston Indian Sports. Tonight's game is brought to you by West Motors, your only stop for new or used cars in Preston and in Logan. Stokes Market True Value with the freshest meat and produce in town. Webb Funeral Home, serving Preston and surrounding communities since 1925. Ralph's Construction, building homes in the Blue Sage Park area of Preston. Franklin County Medical Center, with the finest care you'll receive in all of the Cache Valley. Preston Auto Parts CarQuest, with all the parts you need for your car to keep it running strong. Naylor Insurance, for home, health, life, and auto from Mutual of Enumclaw. Procon Homes, building quality multifamily homes across the West. By Les Schwab Tires. Stop in and see the tire experts on Main Street in North Logan. North Star's Ultimate Outdoors. Get ready for your next outdoor adventure at North Star's Ultimate Outdoors in Preston. Evergreen Financial. When planning your future, trust the experts at Evergreen Financial in Preston. Level 10 Life. Reach your next level in life with their life coaching sessions. Farm Bureau Insurance, the Smith Agency. Don't leave the things that matter to chance. Call Farm Bureau Insurance, the Smith Agency today. Northern Title, the trusted name in the tri-state area. And by Papa J's Deli and Jerky in Clifton. This game is made possible through an agreement between Preston High School and Cook Brothers Broadcasting and is intended for the private, non-commercial use of our audience. Any rebroadcast of this game in whole or in part without the express written consent of Cook Brothers Broadcasting is strictly prohibited.
And welcome back here to Burley High School as we get ready for the season opening basketball game for the Preston boys as they face the Burley Bobcats. Dan Hubbard along with John Slaughter. Glad to have you with us tonight as we're still a couple of minutes away from the opening tip for tonight's game. And it's time to look at John's keys to tonight's game, brought to you by Naylor Insurance for home, health, life, and auto from Mutual of Enumclaw. Stop by to find out exactly how much you can save at Naylor Insurance, 223 North State Street in Preston. John, your keys for the victory for tonight for the Indians.
Well, first of all, Dan, we've got to start out fast. We've got the team that has the speed. We can play a fast game and run. We can run with just about any team in the league this year, I feel, or anyone on our schedule. But we've got to be able to play under control. If we have a large turnover margin, that's going to hurt us probably the most. So we've got to be able to play under control and not turn the ball over. And third, we've got to be able to defensively stop a run, especially by Sheets. If he gets off and starts heating up, we might have to go to a box him one and put a man on him that can slow him down and try to slow him down. And then our forwards have to crash the boards. Our big men have to get to the boards, box out, and rebound. And if we can do those three things tonight, we'll have a good game against Burley.
On this Thanksgiving weekend, it's opening night of prep basketball around the state. 4 other games tonight. Ridgeview is at Middleton. Northern Idaho's Christian is at Bonners Ferry. Kuna will be at Rocky Mountain, and Capital will take on Timberline tonight on opening night of the 2022-2023 season here for the prep basketball. Our perch high above the northern sideline, as we'll take a timeout. When we come back, we'll have a look at the starting lineups, and we'll have the opening tip for tonight's game. It's the Indians and the Burley Bobcats, all coming up right after this.
We all have those times in life where having insurance has been a great comfort in helping to make a bad situation better. Naylor Insurance takes pride in being that friend there to help you when you need it the most. Serving the community since 1978, Naylor Insurance is proud to represent a number of carriers to fit your insurance needs through Mutual of Enumclaw. Stop by our new location, 223 North State Street in Preston.
Webb Funeral Home is proud to be the leading provider of funeral services in northern Cache Valley, including southeast Idaho, for almost 100 years. We are a full-service mortuary offering the highest quality services with very affordable pricing. We have plans to meet everyone's budget, from traditional funeral services to graveside services and cremation options. We gladly provide free insurance coverage review, quality headstones and monuments, as well as funeral transcriptions. Let us answer any questions you might have by calling us at 208-852-0533. Webb Funeral Home, a trusted name in funeral service since 1925.
It's time to meet tonight's starting lineup for the Preston Indians. The starting lineup is brought to you by Webb Funeral Home, a trusted name in funeral service since 1925.
Cam Hobbs, Senior, Franklin, Idaho.
Cade Lords, Senior, Preston, Idaho.
Will Hamblin, Senior, Riverdale, Idaho.
Drew Jones, Junior, Preston, Idaho.
Tate Hess, Senior, Preston, Idaho.
To find out how Webb Funeral Home can be of service to you in your time of need, call 208-852-0533 or check out their website at webbmortuary.com.
And welcome back here to Burley High School and Burley Gym. And John, a lot of folks last year looked at last year as a disappointment for the Indians because they didn't go to state for the first time in 7 years that they didn't go to state.
Yeah, and that's kind of hard to take because we know that Coach Jones did everything he could, but we were up against some tough competition, especially in the 3-team region that we were in. Pocatello and Century both had a chance to go. They came down to the actual championship game of the district, and those were two fantastic teams that it was just a tough league.
Preston lost 9 games last year. When you look at the games they lost, though, they lost to Hillcrest twice, the eventual state 4A champions. They lost 3 times to Pocatello, the state runners-up. They lost 2 out of 3 against Century, which had a tough year. They also lost split 2 games against Blackfoot, who won their conference, and they lost a single game at home against Jerome, who won the Great Basin 7 conference as well.
Yeah, that's what I say. It's tough, and when we're in that really small district and we can only take one team, and when you have 3 top teams, it's really tough to be on top right there. But yeah, we're going to look forward to some good things this year.
As we told you about the starting lineup for the Indians, the starters tonight for the Burley Bobcats, 5'7" senior Ryan Jensen. It'll be Stockton Sheets, who Coach Jones talked about. He's a 6'1" senior. Ramsey Trevino, a 6'2" senior, was the big, strong running back from the football team. Jacob Williams, a 6' senior. And also Gavin Stevenson, a 6'1" senior. They all right about 6 foot tall as far as their starters go, but Trevino at 6'2" is the tallest of the bunch.
Right, and then what is it, Dan? Ryan Jensen, he's their smallest. He's 5'7", but he's quick. And he can get the ball off quick, makes good passes. He's a good floor general.
So for the Indians, it will be Tate Hess to jump center. And we're underway here in the 22-23 season as the Indians control the opening tap. As it comes to Hobbs, looks down the right side, takes it down toward the corner as Burley comes out in a man-to-man defense. A three from the corner by Hamlin is no good, and the rebound is off and controlled there by the Bobcats. Quickly up into the front court they come, into the right corner. It's held there by Williams. Wants to go down low to Trevino, put it up, that's no good. And Hess has the rebound there. Here comes the Indians on the run. It's Jones, pulls up for a three. That's the way to start the year as Drew Jones hits a three.
Yeah, and if he gets hot from the outside, he's going to be a real asset to the team tonight. So he's a great shooter and very quick guard.
Jensen, bounce pass across to Sheets. Get it back across to Jensen again. He wants to drive all the way. Left-hand layup is no good. Controlled there, and Hess has another rebound.
Lords and Hess went up together, almost traveled by pulling it down together, but they come away with the ball.
Jones, pull it back out, set it up top as it comes to Cam Hobbs. Over in the corner, goes there to Jones. Looks, can't do anything with it. Tried to get it down low to Hess. It was deflected and goes out of bounds, and it'll stay with the Indians here in the front court.
Lords gets the inbound pass.
Comes back to Jones, another three. Needs to bounce, won't get it. But we got a foul underneath. It's going to be a foul against Burley. And Preston will keep the ball again, because the foul's going to go against Gavin Stevens. That's his first.
Yeah, he's their big man underneath.
Bad pass, deflects, picked up there by the Bobcats. Deflected right off of somebody's back. Here comes Sheets up into the front court. Wants to pull it back. Comes around the screen, high off the glass, no good. Bounced around, tapped a couple of times. Stevenson has the rebound there as he pulls it back out. Williams will give it back to Jensen, top of the key. He'll come back to Sheets. Holds up a fist. As now he comes down on the right side as it comes back out to Trevino. Trevino goes back to Sheets, free throw line extended right. Wigwags the dribble, comes back across over to Williams. Pulls up from 16 straight away as an air ball taken by Stevens. Back to Trevino, he's got a layup for two.
Yeah, great screenplay by Jensen underneath as he went up and around and went right to the glass, bounced it off the glass and into the hole.
Preston up 3-2 on the Les Schwab Tire Logan North scoreboard. Down low, nice pass down low as it comes to Hess. And Tate with that big 6'7" body gets an easy layup.
You know, he did a good thing as he got that rebound and pass off. He just kept the ball high, and he's able to keep it up away from the defender.
Williams into the front court for Burley, wants to drive right side of the lane. He's got a layup for two.
It's quick. Williams is really quick, has good control of the ball going into the glass.
You remember back to the football game these two teams played, and Burley really out-quicked Preston in everything they did. As Jones along the baseline has it partially blocked, picked out of the midair by the Bobcats. Here comes Sheets on the run, down the middle, runs into a man, no foul, picked up by Hamlin as he comes back the other way in a hurry. Over on the left side it goes to Hobbs, back down low. It's, again, Hess with another layup.
Great play by Hobbs as he drove in and then dished off underneath and left Hess wide open underneath.
We got a whistle, and not sure what the whistle is. I think delay a game warning against the Indians.
Yeah, probably tapped the ball out of bounds.
Touched the ball after the ball went through the hoop.
I didn't see it, but I'm guessing that's what it was.
That's purely a guess on my part as well. 7-4, Preston leads. with 4:42 to play here in the first quarter. Williams waiting for Sheets to get involved as he comes down. Trevino comes up to the top of the key. Give it back to Jensen. He's left wide open just outside the arc. However, he'll pass over on the right side as Sheets comes to get it. Sheets comes around the screen. He's double teamed. Now he pulls up from straight away and no good, but a foul. It's going to go against Lords, and it's going to be for 3 shots.
I don't know that Lords really touched him all that much, maybe skinned his fingertips or something, but Sheets was falling backwards when he shot that ball, but it missed, so that's a good thing, but he'll get 3 shots.
So Sheets, who had, as you heard Coach Jones in our pregame chat as he makes the first, he had 10 threes against the Indians in the 2 games that they played this year, or last year rather. Second one is good as well. Want to thank our friends at Les Schwab for bringing you our scoreboard. Les Schwab, your one stop for tires, brakes, alignment, and more. Check it out for yourself at 986 North Main Street in Logan as Sheets makes all 3, and we're even at 7-7. Jones down low, wild shot. That's not going to go down as the rebound quickly cleared back up into the front court, and driving to the bucket was Williams, but he was fouled along the way.
I think that'll be on Lords.
It's going to go on Hamlin.
Well, Hamlin.
That'll be his first, second against the team. Ball out of bounds underneath the bucket. Now they're going to change their mind, make it a shooting foul. Yes.
I don't know. He took another dribble.
Condell's going back over. They changed their mind. They're going to make it a shooting foul. Say it was on the drive. So Williams at the free throw line. First one short.
Yeah, I thought he had a couple of dribble or even 2 before he went up with the ball. So I kind of thought it was out front, but that's why I don't have the stripes.
Second one rattles in, and Burley has their first lead of the game. 8-7 Bobcats up on the Les Schwab Tire Logan North scoreboard. Hobbs up into the front court here for the Indians. On the left side, it goes to Hamlin. Holds it there, down to the corner, back to Hobbs. Get it back outside to Hess. Lords doesn't take the shot from the free throw line. Eventually comes all the way around back over to Jones. And foul underneath.
I think it was a push off underneath on, looks like it was Hobbs.
Waiting for them to put it up on the board. They have not put it up on the board as of yet, so I'm not sure who the foul was on. I want to say they said Hess. By the way, Preston takes it away as Lords has it. Back to Jones. Just inside the arc, pulls it back outside, swing it back over to Jones on the left side. One bounce dribble, lob it into the inside, was short, tried to get it to Hess, taken away. Here comes Condell up into the front court. He'll give it off to Sheets in the corner, almost traveled. Nice bounce pass back down low as it goes to Trevino. His layup is no good. They come back the other way in a hurry. Cam Harris goes to the bucket, and he's fouled on his way up.
Yeah, Cruz had a good lead going in there, but they had to foul him in order to have been an easy layup for him.
Williams draws the foul, his first. Team fouls are even at 2 apiece. As here is Cruz Harris at the free throw line. And Cruz makes the first free throw. Cruz, of course, who is the younger brother of Cole Harris, who was a member of the football team, basketball team for a couple of years.
Yeah.
And would also be a younger cousin of Ty Hyde. Ties the game at 8. Now the second free throw is no good. So he makes 1 of 2, and Trevino has the rebound. Up into the front court, they get it to Sheets just over the timeline, trying to direct traffic. Goes on the right side to Williams. Back outside Trevino. Oh, great pass down low. The layup won't go. Now we get a very late call. And
I don't understand that.
Jensen will come back. I think it's some sort of offensive violation. They might have called 3 seconds. Well, either way, the basket wasn't going to count, but didn't go in anyway. 10-8 Bobcats. As Hobbs down into the right corner, drives, hangs in the paint. That's no good. Trevino has the rebound, taps it to himself in the corner. Now dribbles out of the corner, goes around Lords, up into the front court. Down low, get it back to Trevino, go up in the foul.
Cruz come up, blocks the shot, but he got part of the arm as he went up on Trevino. Trevino will be at the line.
Tonight's game brought to you by Stokes Market, True Value, with the freshest meat and produce in Preston and the Cache Valley. Stokes Market on State Street in downtown Preston. As the senior Trevino makes the first free throw. He's got 3 in the game and puts Burley up by 3, 11-8.
Burley's out rebounding the Indians right now, I do believe. They're cleaning off the glass offensively.
Misses the second, Preston up into the front court. Lords for 3 from the corner for the tie. No good. Go. Great rebound by Hess. He reached over Trevino and just took it away from him.
Yeah, their coach was wanting an over the back on that last one. But
we have a balloon that got away, and a nice play as Williams comes out to snag it and secure it back into the stands. The joys of opening night.
Yeah, both teams are a little bit rusty. Looks like.
Sheets bounces the ball up into the front court. Trevino has it, give it back to Sheets. Looks down low, can't get it there. Pulls up, fakes the 3, wants to drive, stumbles, eventually falls and throws it away. As Hess tried to give it to Harris up front. Now it comes to Lord, swing it back over to Jones. He's got another look at a 3, long. As inside, nice tap by Hess. Tapped it down low to Harris, and Harris has the bucket, and Preston has regained the lead again at 12-11. 1:46 to play here in the quarter. The timeout brought to you by Magnolia Road in Preston. We'll take a timeout, and we'll be right back.
Protecting buyers and lenders in Cache Valley for over 40 years, Northern Title is the trusted name in the tri-state areas of Idaho, Utah, and Wyoming. The staff at Northern Title in Preston protect you from unknown complications like access issues, unpaid taxes, hidden liens, or easement restrictions. Choose the right title company. Choose to close with Northern Title of Preston. Good deeds done daily. Call today at 208-852-5700.
KACH, mylocalradio.com.
Preston regains a 1-point lead, 12-11. As up into the front court, it comes to Jensen. Jensen gives it back to Sheets. 1:35 to play here in the first quarter. Preston up 12-11 on the Les Schwab Tire Logan North scoreboard. Swing it back over to Sheets. Try to get it down low to Trevino, and Hess goes over the back again.
Yeah, the Indians come back down into a zone, kind of a half-court press zone, to see if they can stop the big guys from getting the rebounds underneath.
First on Hess, 4th on the team. Sheets steps back, can't get the shot. Trevino outside the arc to get it, gives it back to Sheets. 1:15 to play in the quarter as Jensen comes out to meet the ball. Looks down the right side. Sheets has it in the corner. Down low, Trevino from a bad angle. Tries to go up, can't, as Jensen has the rebound and another foul.
Another foul on Hess.
So a couple of quick fouls on Hess, and that's they're going to bring Hamlin and Caden Lords into the game. It looks like they're going to go small and try to outrun the Bobcats, as the shot by Ryan Jensen is no good. Yes.
Yeah, they're taking everybody, all the bigs out.
So Cade Larson into the game for the first time. Hamlin comes back, and Williams' free throw is good.
Tied up at 12.
His first point of the game, and we're even again. Hobbs looks over, comes to Jones, back out top to Harris. Back to Hobbs on the left side, free throw line extended, gives it off to Larson. Larson will give it back to Hamlin. Back to Harris. Now give it back to Jones again. Free throw line extended left. Dribbles between the feet a couple of times. Wants to drive on Jensen. Kicks it back out. Clock down to 35 seconds left in the quarter. Driving all the way. Hobbs goes for the layup, but he's fouled, and it won't go down for him.
You know, one of the interesting things we talked about last year was the shot clock coming in. We're not using it this year yet, but I know the Utah schools are, so it'll be interesting when we play the Utah schools.
The shot clock has been approved, yes. There's a good reason why we and most of the schools around the state of Idaho don't have it, and I'll tell you about it here in just a second. As Hobbs at the free throw line, his first one is no good. When they started approving plans to use the shot clock, there was 5 states that approved it all at the same time. Daktronics, who makes the shot clocks, couldn't make that many additions of the shot clock in that short a time. So just because of back orders is the reason why hardly anybody will have the shot clock available to them this year.
Yeah, that'll be interesting, though. It'll be fun to watch as that comes available.
Jensen into the corner. King looks at a 3, hits it off the side of the board. Jensen's got the rebound and put it back in.
That's how quick he is. He just come and took that right away from Tyler or from Jones.
Bobcats back on top, 14-13. 6 seconds to play in the quarter. Hamlin for 3. Needs a bounce, won't get it. And that's the way the first quarter will end. So Burley saw the Indians break out on top, come back, and now lead 14-13 to the Bobcats after the end of the first quarter. We'll go to the second coming up right after this.
Level 10 Life provides skilled one-on-one life coaching sessions to help you unlock your next level in life. Our trained professionals specialize in health, life, and career coaching. Book a free consultation today at level10lifecoach.com.
There's no better family activity than a night out at the movies. Worm Creek Opera House Theater on State Street in Preston is your local home for first-run family movies. The historic theater offers top-flight comfort, the coolest refreshments, and quality entertainment, all at family prices. Stop by the Worm Creek Opera House at 70 South State Street in downtown Preston. For tickets, show times, and a list of upcoming attractions, go to wormcreek.org.
KACH, mylocalradio.com.
To find out about other attractions coming to the Worm Creek Opera House, go check out their website. It's wormcreek.org. We also want to welcome a new sponsor to the broadcast, Magnolia Road, Women's Shop, downtown Preston. They're kind enough to come on and join us for basketball and baseball throughout the rest of the school year. I want to welcome Nan and her crew to her fine store to our broadcast.
It'll be fine to see them aboard this year.
So the Bobcats up 14-13. Get it to Trevino up into the front court. Jensen tries to give it to Sheets, had to chase it over by the Preston bench. Now it comes back to Williams. Down the right side of the key, no good. Nice box out by Hamlin to grab the rebound. Quickly up into the front court as it comes to Larson. In the corner, Harris. Down low, Lords, he's fouled going up. Now they say no basket. As Cole was standing flat foot on the deck, waiting for the player to fly by, or I should say Cade was.
Cade was, and we had him, the defender right on top of his shoulder, and then he decided to go up. But they said no, he was fouled down.
Fouls on Sheets, his first, down low. Lords has it again, back outside Hamlin for another 3. Good this time.
He had time to set his feet, look straight at the basket, and shoot it. Nice shot by Hamlin.
Our 4th lead change here in the first half as Preston goes back up 16-14. Sheets again holds the fist up, says we'll run the fist play as it comes to Williams. Looking down the left side of the key, he'll pull up for a 2. That's no good. And Jensen beats everybody to the rebound, goes back up, no good again. And Lords rips the rebound away from Stevens. Up into the front court. Hamlin again from the corner, doesn't shoot, waits for the player for the fly by. As tapped once, tapped twice. Harris back up, good this time.
Yeah, Cruz had great position, was able to get up there and two tries at it, but two shots. The second one finally dropped.
Indians up by 4 now, 18-14. 6:35 to play here in the second quarter. As over on the right side, it comes back to Williams. Back down low, pass too far out in front of Stevens. And it's a turnover. The ball will come back over to the Indians as Drew Jones comes back onto the court for the Preston Indians. As Caden Larson will go to the bench.
Larson did a great job while he was in, too. Handled the floor like Jones normally does up the top of the key. Did a great job.
Hobbs walks the dribble up into the front court. Preston leading 18-14 on the Les Schwab Tire Logan North scoreboard. Hamlin for three from straightaways and air ball.
There again, he didn't get squared up, make that shot. He went up and then decided to shoot it, so shot it from in the air. So
those who are watching on mylocalradio.com may notice something here, and we'll talk about it here in a second. As Williams into the front court, wants to go left, gets cut off by Hamlin, so he'll come back out top. You'll notice the student section is back over on this side of the court, the north side of the river that runs across the court. That's the Minico side of the river, gang, and to have them back on this side is a bit of a controversy. Try to get it down low, knocked out of bounds, and to go back to the Indians. I asked Athletic Director Randy Wynn, why the students back on the Minico side of the river? And he goes, oh, they didn't move because they're on the Minico side of the river. Everybody knows that's not true.
That's what we were told when we first asked about it.
That was the rumor, so we say, that they've all moved because the parents didn't like the kids being on the Minico side of the river. That is the way the rivalry is over here in this part of the state. Jones has it out top. Preston still leads 18-14. Jones wants to drive, gets cut off by Williams. Back to Hobbs, backing in. Now he'll bounce the ball inside. However, Harris stopped and went back, and so the pass was in front of him and thrown away. It's a turnover. Here's Williams. He gives it off back to Trevino. Back to Sheets for three. Good.
Yep. Sheets made a great thing, come around the screen, wide open, and defender didn't have time to come out and get up on him.
There's Hobbs. He'll give it back to Jones, top of the key. Drew wants to drive all the way. Gets contact there from Trevino, no call, as it comes to Jensen. And then down on the court goes Stevens, and a foul.
It's going to be on Stevens, I believe.
Against Stevens, yeah. Stevens fell right at the feet of Drew Jones to get the foul. As Caden Lords is going to come back, and Hamlin will leave. 18-17, 4:42 to play here in the first half. Preston leading by a point here on opening night. Jones, left corner, gets it back down low to Harris. Wants to back in, can't get a shot, kick it back outside. Lords thought about the three, didn't take it, and they'll give it back to Hobbs. He'll back it back out and set up the offense. Now he'll come up, pop a three, no good, but he's fouled, and Trevino's going to get whistled for another one.
And that'll be a three shot foul. It came off the front of the iron. Looked like it was going to be good.
Trevino's first. That's now 6 on the Bobcats, so they're out of fouls for the final 4.5 minutes of the first half. And Hobbs at the free throw line. Cam is a 6-foot senior and is very handy running the offense and makes the first free throw.
You know, and I love to watch him play because he can handle the ball very well. Actually, all of our guards out there can handle the ball, and they're usually very good.
Makes the second as that one rolls in over the front of the iron. King and Sheets are back in. And Hobbs will try to get that lead back out to 4 points again, and he makes all 3 of the free throws.
You know, that's the thing about this team here is any one of those players on the floor right now can play guard, so they can rotate and keep moving the defense around.
21-17, 4:10 to play. Sheets on the right side, can't get a shot. Trevino from straight away for 3. Needs a bounce, won't get it. Another good rebound inside by Lords. Gives it off to Hobbs. Here comes the Indians on a run. All the way, runs into a man, charging.
Yeah, I don't know. I kind of disagree with that call, but I'm going to because I'm probably a little bit prejudiced. But, yeah, I disagree with that call. I thought he went around the block and he moved into him. But
so the first foul for Hobbs. Preston now out of fouls as well as they have 6 as a team. As Sheets has it, top of the key. Drives left, give it off to Jensen. Jensen wants to drive. He'll kick it back to Sheets in the right corner. Looks to get a shot, can't. Pull the ball back out. Back to Trevino again, top of the key. Wants to drive down the right side. Runs into one man, runs into two. Now it comes back to Jensen, now back out to Sheets as they're going to change up the play. They'll change the play with 3:20 to play in the first half. Jensen back to Sheets. Look down low. Trevino tries to set up on the block, but just kept walking away as Sheets' three is no good. Jones has the rebound and a silly foul in the backcourt by Ryan Jensen.
Yeah, Jensen reached in and grabbed Jones as he went dribble down, was headed down the court. Yeah, gave them a free shot because we're in the bonus. We're in 1-on-1 now, so. And Jones is a very good foul shooter.
Tonight's game brought to you by Webb Funeral Home, serving Preston and surrounding communities since 1925. So here is Drew Jones at the free throw line. And the first one, no good. He missed the front end.
I jinxed him. Sorry, Jones.
You and Jim Nance as the layup down low by Stevens is good.
You're comparing me to Jim Nance, I'll take it.
Well, he jinxed the kicker the other day.
Yeah, I know. I saw that.
Here's Harris. Comes across the key, comes around Trevino, tries to lay it down low, intercepted, and taken away again by the Bobcats. Preston leads by 2, 21-19 on the Les Schwab Tire Logan North scoreboard. Sheets up into the front court. Wants to drive, gets cut off, comes around the screen. Hobbs gets knocked down. Sheets for three is good again.
There was a terrible screen by Trevino out there on Hobbs. It should never have been. That should have been a foul call.
22-21. Bobcats have the lead back. 2:15 to play in the half. Lords out top. One bounce dribble comes back to Hobbs on the free throw line, extended right. Drives down low, comes down baseline, goes back to Harris. Harris goes off the glass and in.
That's one of the things I like about Cruz. He's not afraid to go up against the bigger guy.
Cruz has 7 here in the first half, and Preston has a lead again. They almost throw it away because Jensen wasn't paying attention. Somehow he's able to get it anyway as Preston goes into a man-to-man defense. Jones has Jensen. He wants to drive left. As almost a reach in there by Drew, and now they want a timeout, they being the Burley Bobcats. Timeout brought to you by our friends at Magnolia Road. Again, we'll take a timeout. We'll be right back.
Hi, my name is Penny Wright, and I am your local Medicare agent. Medicare annual open enrollment starts October 15th and ends December 7th. Call me at 208-852-2367 for a no-cost one-on-one consultation in your home, or come visit me at Larry's Pharmacy in Preston.
They say the 3 most important things in life for many people are their faith, their family, and their high school sports. And not necessarily in that order. Advertise where you'll get noticed. Call My Local Radio and become a sports advertiser today.
KACH, mylocalradio.com.
So Preston leading 23-22. Even though the Preston lost 9 games last year, John, I don't know if you realize it or not, but in scoring and in points allowed for all 3 teams in the conference, they all finished within 5 points of each other in both categories.
Right.
Preston lost games, but they lost close games all year.
Yeah, they didn't get blown out at all last year.
Sheets. Back, swings it across as it comes back again to Trevino. Back to Jensen. Back out top, swing it back over on the right side, back to Sheets again. Holds it right in front of the Preston bench. Trevino wants to drive down the right side. Goes high off the glass, no good. Hobbs had it, but Trevino was still standing out of bounds.
Yeah, he's out of bounds and jumped in, but got the ball. His last possession was out of bounds, so it's an out-of-bounds call.
Cade Lords comes back in here for the Indians.
I was going to mention earlier, Cade Lords. What's fun to watch Cade is he's not the tallest guy out there, but he can leap. He's got some hops on his legs, from those legs.
23-22, Preston leads. Lords for 3 from straight away is good. Lords gets on the score sheet with a 3. 26-22, 45 seconds to play in the half. Comes back to Jensen. Jensen will come back to Sheets, who stops and looks back at the new head coach, Brad Caressa, who now will pull up and shoot a three.
Oh,
it's
no.
good, and they're going to call a foul.
That was a flop if I've ever seen one. Wasn't even close.
Cam Hobbs draws the foul. Sheets with another three has 12. He can extend that to 13 and can tie the game again with 33 seconds to play in the half.
I wished we had rewind. I'm not kidding you. That was a flop.
Yeah, you know, as the free throw is good by Sheets. Sheets now with 13 here in the first half. They should be used to it. They've seen officiating like this in games at Burley and Medico and Twin Falls and other places for years.
Yeah.
Hobbs across the top of the key. 17 seconds to play in the half. Hobbs pass down low. Harris couldn't get it, but luckily enough, Trevino kicked it out of bounds.
Yeah, Trevino went down when he saw it came through Lord's hands and kicked it out of bounds.
We're tied at 26. Lords down low, gets the hoop and the foul.
Even though that was a 2, that put us up by 3. Well, that will put us up by 3 if he makes the free throw.
Great entry pass. Lords had Landon King on his hip, and all King could do was foul him going up.
Yeah, it was a great move by Lords. Cade.
So here's Lords back to the free throw line, and it's just a little long, so it stays 28-26, 10 seconds to play in the half. Burley will work for the last shot.
Sheets will go for a three.
Is blocked by Larson. Comes back out, a three at the end of the half, no good. Landon King had a look at a three, but couldn't get it to go down, and Preston will leave leading by 2 after the first half of play here tonight. They lead it 28-26. The halftime report will come up, brought to you by Level 10 Life. That's on the way right after this timeout.
Level 10 Life provides skilled one-on-one life coaching sessions to help you unlock your next level in life. Our trained professionals specialize in health, life, and career coaching. Book a free consultation today at level10lifecoach.com.
People oftentimes ask us, why do people from other areas of the valley or other parts of the state or drive so far to come here? And a lot of times I'll ask them, so why did you drive past several different dealers to come and buy your car here? And a lot of times they say, I just like the environment here. I like the low pressure. They don't play games. You guys are straightforward with me. You don't, trick me into buying something I don't want. We take care of people the way we want to be treated, and so they'll drive a ways to do that.
Bought my first truck from here in 1992 when I was 14 years old, and been buying trucks and a few cars ever since. I'm always referring friends, family, anybody I talk to West Motor Company.
We have a good time here, We have a great team of employees that we encourage them to have fun. Play at work is kind of one of our mottos.
West Motors will treat you like family.
WestMotorCompany.com. Franklin County Medical Center is proud to provide excellence in surgical and specialty healthcare right here in our community, making it extremely convenient to receive world-class care without even leaving the county. The best part is that we work closely with your primary care physicians to ensure a convenient and coordinated care experience. Our skilled surgeons are continually adding services to Franklin County, some you won't find anywhere in the greater Cache Valley area. Discover what is available right here at fcmc.org/specialty. You just might be surprised at what we have to offer.
The Preston boys open their home schedule next weekend with a pair of big games. Friday night, the Bishop Kelly Knights will roll into town to face the Indians. Then on Saturday evening, it's the Valley View Falcons who come to Preston Gym. Both these schools always put great teams on the floor. Pregame 7 p.m. with the tip-off both nights at 7:30. Preston Sports is brought to you by West Motors, Stokes Market True Value, Franklin County Medical Center, S&T Electric, and Procon Homes. Catch the games on FM 105.5 and AM 1340 KACH and on MyLocalRadio.com, your home for Preston sports.
With over 24 years of building multifamily and commercial projects across the Intermountain West, Procon stands apart as a leader in the custom framing industry, driven by the standard of delivering the highest level of customer service, high-quality work, and integrity. Procon is dedicated to building multifamily and commercial properties that exceed customer expectations. Visit online to see why Procon stands above the rest at buildprocon.com.
KACH, mylocalradio.com.
Welcome back here at halftime. Is the halftime report brought to you by Level 10 Life. Reach your next level in life with their life coaching sessions. Find out more at level10lifecoach.com. John Slaughter, the Indians look good at times, but look defensively maybe just a little bit lacking at times too on the defensive side.
Well, you know, this is their first game where they go out that has any meaning at all to them. But you know, they've been working hard, and this is where you see true character come out in the kids. I love their hustle. I love the way they're playing. They're playing really pretty good. Their turnovers a little bit high. Need to control that just a little bit and not let and block out the boards because Burley's out rebounding them, I believe, right now.
They're getting good looks, and if they can just get them to start to fall on a more consistent basis, I think they'll be able to increase this lead from 2 to more than that.
True. And, you know, we haven't gone on, neither team really has gone on any type of spurt. We've had, 6 or 8 turnovers or change of lead changes. Right. And so, you know, they're both filling each other out still a little bit. I think you're seeing a little bit different second half.
You know, they talked about Stockton Sheets and his ability to hit three-point baskets. He hit 10 in 2 games last year against the Indians. He has 3 already here in the first half tonight.
Yeah, he's definitely a good shooter. He's got that high arc with the spin on the ball that comes in. If it hits the back of the iron, it's got a chance to go in because of the arc and the spin on the ball. So, yeah, he's a good-looking shooter.
We'll take a timeout. When we come back, we'll look at the stats from the first half of tonight's game. We'll do that as we continue right after this.
Whether it's your vehicle, home, business, or even life, protecting the things that matter most shouldn't be left to chance. At Farm Bureau, the Smith Agency, everything that is important to you is important to us. That's why our office and agents are united to protect your future and give you peace of mind today. I'm Brittany Smith. As your local Farm Bureau agents, my husband Braden and I would love to customize and simplify plans that are unique to you and what you care about. Stop in today and see how Farm Bureau can make insurance simple for you.
When it comes to all things electrical, Sean Carter and the guys at S&T Electrical should always be your go-to crew. With experience in everything from new construction to repairs, service, and new installations, S&T Electrical is professional and friendly in all they do. Your electrical work will be done right. Call S&T Electric today at 208-852-5878.
This is Sean Carter with S&T Electric. It's what we do.
Protecting buyers and lenders in Cache Valley for over 40 years, Northern Title is the trusted name in the tri-state areas of Idaho, Utah, and Wyoming. The staff at Northern Title in Preston protect you from unknown complications like access issues, unpaid taxes, hidden liens, or easement restrictions. Choose the right title company. Choose to close with Northern Title of Preston. Good deeds done daily. Call today at 208-852-5700.
If you're looking for someplace new as you head into your golden years, look into the tradition of quality designer homes built by Ralph's Construction in the Blue Sage Park area of Preston. Working in Phase 3 now, with Phase 4 starting soon, these homes can be built to a floor plan that you desire, or Ralph's Construction has other options that you're sure to fall in love with. Call today for more information, 435-232-1837. Now is the time to plan for the finest home of your lifetime. Ralph's Construction, 435-232-1837.
KACH, mylocalradio.com.
Stats from the first half brought to you by Farm Bureau Insurance, the Smith Agency. Don't leave the things that matter to you to chance. Call Farm Bureau Insurance, the Smith Agency at 208-852-2364. For the Bobcats in the first half, Ryan Jensen had 3. Ryan Stockton Sheets led all scorers in the game with 13. It was Ramsey Trevino with 3. Jacob Williams had 3, and Gavin Stevenson had 3. For the Indians, Cam Hobbs with 3. Cruz Harris had 7. Drew Jones had 3. Will Hamlin with 3. Cade Lords had 5. And Tate Hess had a total of 6. We had 4 ties and 6 lead changes in the first half of the game. Stay with us. Second half coming up right after this.
Level 10 Life provides skilled one-on-one life coaching sessions to help you unlock your next level in life. Our trained professionals specialize in health, life, and career coaching. Book a free consultation today at level10lifecoach.com.
Whether you're in need of timber frame buildings, estate entrances, trusses, pergolas, pavilions, or gazebos, the craftsmanship at Milestone Timberworks reflects our passion and commitment of building for the future. At the beginning and end of the day, it's about achieving the built environment where the truly great moments in life are experienced. We look forward to working with you. Visit milestonetimberworks.com today.
Webb Funeral Home is proud to be the leading provider of funeral services in northern Cache Valley, including southeast Idaho, for almost 100 years. We are a full-service mortuary offering the highest quality services with very affordable pricing. We have plans to meet everyone's budget, from traditional funeral services to graveside services and cremation options. We gladly provide free insurance coverage review, quality headstones and monuments, as well as funeral transcriptions. Let us answer any questions you might have by calling us at 208-852-0533. Webb Funeral Home, a trusted name in funeral service since 1925.
Listen for Dan Hubbard and Preston Indian Sports on KACH.
Both teams coming back out on the floor. Preston leads 28-26 on the Les Schwab Tire Logan North scoreboard as we get ready to start action here in the second half, as Preston will have the ball to start quarter number 3.
A couple things. We've got Trevino's only got 1 foul on him, and they're letting Sheets play on the outside.
As Hess had a hard time finding anybody to pass it to, traveled and turns the ball over. So Bobcats get their first possession of the second half. They can tie or take the lead with a hoop. Up into the front court comes to Williams on the right side. Free throw line extended. Guarded there. He'll swing it back across to Jensen. Back out top to Sheets. He had 3 threes in the first half. Back to Jensen. Looks inside. Nothing there. He'll come back to Stevens. Stevens back to Sheets. Dribbles across the top. Double teams. They'll swing it back over to Jensen again on the right corner. Runs into one man. Give it back over in the left corner this time as it comes back to Williams. Spins. Shoots over Lords. Air ball. There's Jensen with the rebound. Saves it on the floor, but he threw it to Hess.
Yeah, Hess was able to intercept that pass out to Trevino.
Hobbs hands it off there to Jones. Down low. Nice pass inside, and there's Hess to put it up and in.
Yeah, nice little pivot inside in front of the basket. Little hook shot up and in.
Hess now with 8 points in the game, and Preston's lead back out to 4 again. Sheets up into the front court, wants to direct traffic as he comes to the free throw line, extended right, wants to drive, spins it up and around underneath Hess. He was laying out of bounds and it hit him. That should be a Preston ball, and finally the outside referee makes the call.
Yeah, they didn't want to make sure he was all right because he was down on the ground, so rather than stop the ball. Officials timeout.
Preston gets the ball back. Here comes Hobbs up into the front court. Spin move in the paint. Left-handed, no. Hess with the rebound, put it back up and in.
That's what we need to do. We need to get Hess there and around for the rebound. He's got the height over there to pull that ball down, and that's what we need to do is keep him down near the board.
Preston leads 6, 32-26. Hess now with 4 quick points has 10 in the game. 6:05 to play here in quarter number 3. as it comes to Trevino. Back out top to Jensen. He'll go back to Sheets, get it back down on the right block to Trevino. Oh, good pass to Williams, down low in the paint, put it up and in.
Yeah, that was a good move by him. Drove in, went right around Hess, because Hess stood there with his arms up, but he went right in and up and around.
Fouls on Lords, that's his second. And
yeah, both teams are banging underneath there, so they're trying to drive in and find that open guy working inside out.
Jacob Williams will go to the free throw line. He had 4 in the first half. And that one's no good, too strong. Rebound to the Indians. Quickly up into the front court, it comes to Jones. Wants to drive. Dishes it over in the corner. Hamlin for 3. Needs a bounce once, twice, no good. As it finally comes off to Jensen. He'll turn and run it back up into the front court. Give it back to Sheets. Sheets, crossover dribble, goes, shoots over Hess. That's no good. Jensen chases it down in the corner. Ooh, look out. As he ran in head first into the wall, and he hit the brick rather than the padding.
They're going to call a foul on Hobbs on that one, which I don't agree with, because they were both going for the ball, and their ball wasn't in the possession. So
Hobbs will leave. Caden Larson back onto the floor. Like you mentioned, that's 3 on Hobbs. He's going to go take a seat. Sheets holds the ball outside. Lords pops out on him. Come back over to Williams. Free throw line extended right. Back down low. Trevino down low. Tries to go up. Has it blocked from behind by Hess. It's controlled there. Blocked again by Hess. And it goes out of bounds.
I couldn't tell who blocked that, Hess or Hamblin, but either way, it got blocked out of bounds. So that ball will stay with Burley.
32-28. Preston leads by 4. Back inside. Standing at the timeline at the free throw line, it comes there to Trevino. Tries to force one up around Hess, no good. And a foul in the backcourt. Silly foul behind the play. That's probably on Trevino out of frustration.
Yeah, that was a frustration foul.
So it's the second on Trevino. First team foul against the Bobcats here in the second half is actually a technical foul that they called. So the technical foul is a personal foul, so that gives Trevino 2, and Jones at the free throw line, good. Drew only with 4 in the game. Go ahead.
I was going to say that might have been a technical on the coach at that point.
And it just hangs on the front of the rim and then falls out. No, they gave a personal foul to Trevino.
Oh, did they?
Yeah. So 33-28 on the Les Schwab Tire Logan North scoreboard. Preston leads by 5. Hamlin back into the game will bring the ball in. Gets into the backcourt to Jones. Drew up into the front court. Comes around Williams. And that's going to be
on
a make good.
Yeah.
That's going to be a foul on Larson down low.
Yeah, they thought he put his arms up and pushed off this way as the defender went past him.
And like nobody else on the floor hasn't done that for the last 2.5 quarters.
That's true. That's true.
So they get it into Jensen. Break the press as it comes to Sheets up into the front court. Drives down the left sideline. Bad pass out in front of Trevino. It's off his hands and out of bounds. Cruz Harris. As the ball's taken away by Williams, the reverse layup is good.
Why that wasn't a foul? He was riding right on the back of Jones and reached around and knocked the ball loose and then picked it up. I don't know.
Jones out near the timeline, comes around the screen set there by Lords. Hamlin in front of the Preston bench. Hess pops out to get it, comes back to Larson, looks inside, can't go there. One bounce dribble comes back to Hess at the right elbow, tries to turn on Trevino, back down low, and the give and go to Larson, and he's fouled.
Yeah, that was a good play by Hess. Good pass, too. Larson headed right for the basket. Had an easy layup, but then again, fouled on his way up, so it affected the shot.
So here's Caden Larson. Larson had a good year on the football field, made a number of big catches for the Indians.
Actually, a number of these players on the court had a pretty good year. We didn't win a lot of games, but we had some good plays.
Preston leads by 3. Larson can extend the lead. First one is good. So Larson gets on the score sheet as he makes the free throw. Makes it 34-33. Cruz Harris in for Will Hamlin as he goes to the bench. 4-point lead. Larson can make it 5. And does, as he makes them both. And we got a 30-second timeout called by, I believe, by
Coach
the Indians.
Jones.
Yeah. So again, the timeout brought to you by our official timeout sponsor of the folks at Magnolia Road. We'll take a timeout, quarter number 3, brought to you by Preston Auto Parts CarQuest.
It's always refreshing to shop where you know you'll be appreciated. It's even better to know that you can get everything you need, quality parts at fair prices. The team at Preston Auto Parts CarQuest appreciates every customer. They work hard to make sure that you have the right part the first time, on time. Whether it's motorcycles, farm and ranch, lawn and garden, or car or truck parts, you can always get it all at Preston Auto Parts CarQuest. Stop in where you'll be treated like a friend. 17 South State Street, Preston.
KACH, mylocalradio.com.
And tonight's game brought to you by Franklin County Medical Center with the finest care that you'll find in all of the Cache Valley. Preston kind of shows the press a little bit here for the first time tonight as it comes in. Condell back into the game, gets it off to Sheets, and Sheets is bumped running along the sidelines by Jones. They're going to call a foul.
Yeah, they're gonna try and play him a little tight because he is willing to take that shot 3-4 feet behind the three-point line. So
that's the first one on Drew Jones tonight. 4th team foul against the Indians. Halfway through quarter number 3. As Trevino has it in the left corner, bring it back out. Sheets, top of the key. Comes around Hess, drives all the way, no good. As Lords battles for the rebound. Able to dribble it out of there. Up in the front court, comes back to Hess. Down low, Harris in the paint. Reverse layup, won't go down. Tapped out of bounds to the Bobcats.
yeah, Hess got the last touch on that one. Good hustle. It was good effort by Cruz underneath.
35-30, Preston leads on the Les Schwab Tire Logan North scoreboard. Here comes Williams up into the front court. As this time he just kind of bounces the ball up and over Jones and runs around out and comes back off in from out of bounds onto the floor to collect the pass.
Yep.
Don't know why they called that. Didn't call that an out of bounds, but they didn't.
Yeah. I couldn't tell if he was or not.
Oh, he was.
Okay, I believe you.
Jones was standing with 1 foot out of bounds. As ball loose right in front of the student section, and it's going to belong to the Indians.
Yeah, that was good hustle by I believe it was Cruz.
Ryan Jensen comes back. So they get it in as Harris comes back in the backcourt to get it. He'll dribble it back across the timeline. 3:20 to play here in the third. Preston up 5. Back down low, it comes to Hess on the block. Good pass down low. Lords for the layup.
A no-look pass by Hess to Larson as he came underneath. So, yeah, beautiful pass.
Lords has 7. Preston's lead is now 7. And right along the sideline again, it comes to Trevino. Bad pass backed up by Williams, who has to come back and get it. Back out top, it comes back to Stockton Sheets again. Under 3 minutes to play now here in the quarter. Sheets waiting for the cutters to come through. Trevino pops out to get it. Free throw line extended left. Back over to Sheets now on the right side. Drives the baseline and fights off a hold as Lords reached out and had him by the hip. Or I should say Larson, rather, reached out, held him by the hip and is going to draw the foul. His second, team's 5th. Out of bounds, Trevino will bring it in from the baseline. Comes back to Sheets in the three-point area. Waiting for somebody to go through as Trevino comes and sets the screen. Sheets drives up and over the top of Lords for the basket.
Yeah, nice little lift up over the rim.
His first points of the second half, he has 15 in the game. Jones up into the front court here for the Indians. 2:20 to play in the third quarter. Larson down low as it comes to Hess. Hess wants to back in on Trevino. Little drop step, puts it up. Air ball pulled down by Jensen. And Jensen fouled in the backcourt as Lords tried to reach around and take the ball away. 94 feet from the other basket.
The effort to hustle was there, but I think that was a silly foul by Lords for reaching around him and going for the ball from the backside. They're going to call that every time.
Yep, that's 3 on Cade. He'll come out as Will Hamlin will come back into the game for the Indians. Preston's out of fouls now for the rest of the regulation.
Yeah, they've been a little bit more aggressive, or at least the officials are calling it that way.
They have 6 to only 2 fouls against the Bobcats. Sheets, Williams, now back to Sheets in the right corner. Now back to Williams, free throw line extended right. Bounce it down low to Trevino. Tries to back in. Bodies once, twice, 3 times, and now they're going to call the foul. Now they're going to call the foul on Hess after Hess had Trevino just throw his shoulder into it 3 different times. They never called anything.
They didn't call an offensive foul there at all. Yeah, I don't understand that.
And that's exactly what Jones is trying to explain to the referee. How can you call one thing but you don't call the first 3? So here's Trevino at the free throw line. He has 3 points in the game. And the first one here is good to make it 37-34.
Substitution for Preston at number 0.
Titan Knapp into the game. As he'll replace Hess, who goes to the bench with 3 fouls. Second free throw is no good. Cole Harris up high to grab the rebound. Here's Jones up into the front court. 1:45 to play here in the third quarter. Preston leads by 4, 37-34. As they've got a reach-in foul here on Sheets, as Sheets tried to come around Harris and steal the pass.
He did the same thing that Lords did down here on this end, a little bit earlier. Kind of a silly foul.
Second on Sheets. Just the third on the Bobcats as a team here in the second half. Hamlin back into the game, bring the ball in. Gets it into Larson. Larson looks down low, nothing there. Gives it to Jones in the right corner. Wants to drive the baseline. Down low, get it to Harris. His layup is no. Put it back up, no. As Jones able to fight for the rebound, and then they're going to call a traveling violation. What are these guys looking at?
I don't know, but he was forced out. He was forced to travel right there.
Jones comes over and barks in the official's ear.
Yeah. I don't know.
Preston has beaten Burley 11 straight times heading into the game here tonight, as they have a slim lead as down low, and Knapp went to the floor.
He was fouled by Trevino.
It's going to be an offensive foul.
Well, they called it on 12.
They call it on Williams instead.
Yeah.
So Williams draws the foul. Turnover gives the ball back over to the Indians with 1:05 to play in the quarter. Harris, spin move, drives, charging foul. They said he ran over Trevino.
Control yourself, guys. Play a little bit smarter. Yeah, that was kind of silly on Cruz's part, I think, going in trying to force it in there by himself instead of using his players and moving the ball around the court.
Sheets up in the front court. It comes to Williams. He drives all the way. Williams trips over a man, travels. They don't call anything, and he throws the ball out of bounds. So 8 team fouls against the Indians, only 4 against Burley. 51 seconds left here in quarter number 3, and Burley will put the press on here late in the quarter, try to get the ball back as Jones breaks the press, running up into the front court, lay it off down low. Knapp is blocked, gets the rebound back and puts it in.
That ball went up about 6 feet above the rim, went straight up and straight down through the basket.
Foul's going to be on Jensen, his third.
There's only 42 seconds left of the third quarter, so he's got plenty of time with only 3 on him at this late of the game.
So Knapp will go to the free throw line. Titan, the 6'4" junior. And the free throw is, bounces off the front lip, it goes in anyway.
We'll take it, we don't care how it goes in.
Preston by 7, 40-33. 38 seconds to play in the half. Get it to Trevino, he's got to walk to the basket and the easy layup. 30 seconds, Preston up 5 again. Jones for 3, short. And tapped, running to go get it, saves it on the floor. They saved it to Jensen, all alone, splits the defense. Blocked by Jones, taken away by Jones. It's 3-0. Give the ball down low, lay it up, missed the layup, then Harris.
And Cruz came in and saved it and put it back up over the rim to save it.
Back to Trevino, and he's blocked going down the baseline. The foul there will be on Knapp. You got the feeling about halfway up in the air, Harris couldn't decide if he wanted to jam it or lay it in, and he didn't either.
Got up and he says, I'm too short for that. I think he can jam it, but Cruz didn't have a good leap up to it, but tried to roll it over the top of the rim, and it came back at him.
3.9 left. Preston up 42-35 on the Les Schwab Tire Logan North scoreboard. And Ramsey Trevino is going to go back to the free throw line again. Trevino with 6. Make it 7 as he makes the first.
I'm impressed with the way Burley's playing. Their confidence from football into this is coming in, is showing. Their confidence is very high. They're not a bad team.
Second one, rattles around, no good. Knapp has the rebound for the Indians. Long shot to beat the clock is no good as Preston leads by 6 as we go to quarter number 4. 42-36 the score. Fourth quarter brought to you by Papa J's Deli and Jerky in Clifton. Why am I not remembering this stuff tonight? I know why. It's been 3 weeks since I've done a game. We take a timeout, back for the fourth right after this.
Hi, my name is Penny Wright, born and raised in Preston. I am your local Medicare agent. I am here to give you the knowledge you need so you can make an informed and wise choice for your Medicare needs. Call me at 208-852-2367 if you're turning 65 or have any Medicare questions.
When it comes to all things electrical, Sean Carter and the guys at S&T Electrical should always be your go-to crew. With experience in everything from new construction to repairs, service, and new installations, S&T Electrical is professional and friendly in all they do. Your electrical work will be done right. Call S&T Electric today at 208-852-5878.
This is Sean Carter with S&T Electric. It's what we do.
Listen for Dan Hubbard and Preston Indian Sports on KACH.
Well, we go to quarter number 4. Tonight's game brought to you by Northern Title, the trusted name in the tri-state area. Good deeds done daily. Call and find out. 208-852-5700. So the ball will belong to the Bobcats to start the fourth. Preston leading 42-36. Outscored them 14-10 in the third, did the Indians, as Sheets immediately looks at a 3 and hits it.
Yeah, you can't leave him open, and Cruz was on him, but just got there a little bit late.
Hobbs back into the game, wants to drive, get it down low. Harris put it up and in. Harris has 9 in the season opener. Back outside to Stevens, get it back out top, back to Sheets again. Sheets wants to drive. Left corner, Williams for 3 is good.
Yeah, that can shorten the score here in a hurry with them threes. That's 6 points.
Williams has 9, the lead down to 2, 44-42. Hobbs into the front court to Harris. Back to Hobbs in the left corner, skip pass to Jones. Drew wants to drive, pulls up along the baseline, good.
2-pointer, just inside the arc. Inside the arc.
Drew with only 6 here in the first game of the year tonight. Preston's lead back out to 4. Trevino, top of the key, driving. As Hess reaches in, strips it away, then it's off Trevino and out of bounds.
Trevino's not happy about that one. He thought he was fouled.
Tell you what, Hess has made quite an improvement in his game over the summer.
Yes, he has. He's doing really well out there tonight.
46-42, Preston up by 4 on the Les Schwab Tire Logan North scoreboard. Back down low to Hess. Has it at the left block, wants to back in, can't. So he'll kick it back outside, comes back to Hobbs. He looks at a 3, good.
Got it.
Cam Hobbs has 6. Preston's lead 7, 49-42. Jensen driving. Somehow got around Hess and laid it in.
Hess stood there like a statue with arms both up. He wanted to take a charge, but Jensen just went right around him and up off the glass.
Very acrobatic move. Jones back to Hobbs. Get it back down low. Pass deflected into the corner as Stevens beats everybody to the ball. He'll give it to Sheets, and then a timeout called by the Burley Bobcats. Timeout on the floor, 5:55 left. The timeout brought to you by our friends at Magnolia Road in downtown Preston.
In 1996, my father, Jay Moyle, started producing gourmet beef jerky in the foothills of Clifton, Idaho. Now, over 20 years later, Papa Jay's beef jerky is a staple of the Franklin County community. Family run since the beginning, the modern way of making jerky here at Papa Jay's is the old-fashioned way. Absolutely no shortcuts are taken in producing the finest quality and most delicious smoked meat you can find. Come over to Papa Jay's and bite into a tender, flavorful stick of Papa Jay's, and your view of jerky will never be the same. 10 South Main Highway, Clifton, Idaho.
KACH, mylocalradio.com.
Tonight's game brought to you by Evergreen Financial. When planning your future, trust the experts at Evergreen Financial in Preston. Set your appointment online at evergreenfinancialpartners.com. Preston up by 5, 49-44. 5:55 to play. How does the 49 points match up to what they did last year? Last year they averaged 58.5 a game.
Correct.
So here comes Sheets up into the front court. Off to Williams, Jensen back to Sheets. Get it down low on the block to Trevino. Turns inside. Blocked again by Hess. Pulled down by Harris. They give it to Hobbs. It's the H-boys on the run. Cam up into the front court. Coming down the left side of the key. Looks inside. Bounce it down low to Hess.
No foul.
Gets tied up by Trevino. He goes up. Gets the layup and a foul late.
I thought they fouled him before that, but we'll take the foul because we got the bucket.
Fouls against Stevens, his second. Hess with the bucket. He has a dozen. And going to look to extend that as well and also extend the Preston lead with a three-point play. And it's good. 52-44. Preston leading by 8. That's just about their biggest lead of the night.
Yeah, I think it is.
Sheets up top. Comes around the screen, set by Trevino, drives all the way, hang in the lane, lay it in.
You know, he's just a good-looking basketball player. He does a great job. Great control of the ball, his dribble,
and
shots.
And he's got 20 in the game.
Yeah.
Hobbs down low, Lords in traffic, and they're going to say a foul before the shot. He's going to get one-on-one. Sheets went up and came down and landed on him.
Yeah, that's his fourth.
They have him with 3, and so do I. So here's Cade Lords at the free throw line. Tonight's game brought to you by Papa Jay's Deli and Jerky in Clifton. Remember, you can order your own online at papajays.com as Lords makes the front end of the 1-and-1. (53-46). Preston leads on the Les Schwab Tire Logan North scoreboard. Cade's second, no good. As Trevino knocks it out of bounds, it's going to stay with the Indians. Trevino tried to cut and go get it and then slipped.
Yeah, his feet came out from under him and his hands still had a hold of the ball.
So Hobbs will bring it in from underneath the basket. Get it into a cutting Lords for the layup.
You know, that's a good thing. Lords does that extremely well. He cuts into the basket, and if they're watching for him, he's got easy layups a lot of times.
Preston leading by 9, 55-46. Pass goes through the hands, deflected outside. Williams, and a foul late as Jones got him across the face. And I'm going to say he was shooting 3, so Williams is going to go to the free throw line to shoot 3, I believe. Yes, he will. Second foul on Jones. Preston's now out of fouls. That's 10 against them.
Yeah, this is not a typical game with Drew Jones, let me tell you.
First one is good.
Way short of his capability.
Williams now in double figures. He has 10 in the game. 55-47. Preston's lead is 8. Make it 7 as Williams makes the second. Tonight's game brought to you by Ralph's Construction, building homes in the Blue Sage Park area of Preston. Call for more information at 435-232-1837. And the third is good. He makes all 3. So Williams now with a dozen cuts Preston's lead down to 6, 55-49. Hobbs in front of the Preston bench, get it down low to Hess. Back in the corner to Hobbs. Kick it, nice pass by Harris. Back down low to Lords. Shoots over the top and gets it to roll in. And then look out. And then Trevino throws Hess out of the way, and he's going to draw another foul.
Yeah. Trevino's still playing football. He literally took both arms and took Hess, pushed him out of the way.
So give the basket to Lords. And Trevino draws the foul. That's going to be his 3rd.
That puts them in the 1-on-1 situation. That's their 8th team foul.
Trevino's lucky that wasn't his second technical.
Yeah, that was close.
Shot by Hess is good. Hess has 14 in the game. That leads all Indians in scoring. Lead back out to 9. And that one needs a bounce, won't get it. And again, this is going to be off of Harrison out of bounds. I thought, no, they can't say it's going to be off of Trevino again. 58-49 on the Les Schwab Tire Logan North scoreboard. The Indians have to have the lead. 4:15 to play.
Trevino's going to work his way back down to the other end of the court, get out of the picture for a little bit.
Sheets. Comes to Trevino, free throw line extended left. Back to Jensen, now back to Sheets on the right side. Drives, baseline, goes around Lords, reverse layup, but Lords is going to draw the foul.
You know, once the dribbler gets past you, there's no reason to come up over the top of his head and swat at it. You know, let him go because he didn't have a good shot from there underneath the basket.
Especially when he's trying to reverse layup.
Right.
The foul on Lords is his 4th. Sheets will go back to the free throw line again. First one is good as he shoots 2.
Put a good shooter at the line like that. I'm sorry. But to put a good shooter at the line like that, that really hurts the margin there.
Sheets now with 21 in the game. Make it 22 as he bounces that one in. Preston's lead is 7, 58-51. Jones up into the front court. Hobbs. Larson just back into the game. Back out top to Hobbs again. Back over onto the right side. Back to Jones. Now back to Hobbs. Snap pass to Harris. Back outside Larson. Thought about it. Didn't take it. And now Jones wants a timeout. 3:37 to play. Tonight's game brought to you by West Motors, your only stop for new or used cars in Preston and Logan. And we'll be right back.
North Star's Ultimate Outdoors is the best provider of power sport vehicles right here in downtown Preston. Vehicles and equipment from brand names that you know and trust, like Steel, Polaris, and Yamaha. Stop in and let us get you ready for your next adventure at North Star's Ultimate Outdoors. It's where the fun starts, 777 North State Street, Preston.
They say the 3 most important things in life for many people are their faith, their family, and their high school sports. and not necessarily in that order. Advertise where you'll get noticed. Call My Local Radio and become a sports advertiser today.
KACH, mylocalradio.com.
So Preston on top, 58-51. They have the ball in the front court.
Preston's in that situation where they can drop back and just relax and make sure they make correct passes right now. Let some time run off the clock. Don't push it inside too hard.
Backs it on Trevino. He comes up short. There's Harris with the rebound, but he's fouled going back up.
You know, we want to make the shot if we're there and it's open, but you've got to run the clock down. We got 3:21 to go, and we're up by 7. We have a little bit of luxury room there, but not enough to. I mean, we still have to have the urgency, but we've got to take control of the ball, be able to control the ball.
Cruz Harris at the free throw line. His first is good. Tonight's game brought to you by Preston Auto Parts CarQuest. They have all the parts you need to keep your car or truck running strong. Check it out for yourself at 17 South State Street in Preston. Harris now in double figures with 10. Make it 11. 60-51, back out to a 9-point lead. That equals their largest margin of the night. 3:13 to play here in the fourth. Trevino back out top to Jensen. Give it back to Sheets. He'll pop a long three. No good. As Hobbs has the rebound up high. Quickly into the front court. It comes back to Jones. He'll give it back to Hobbs. Wants to drive. Back over. Larson fakes the three. Pulls up from about 14. Needs a bounce. Won't get it. Sheets has the rebound. Zigzags his way back up into the front court. Top of the key, comes around Trevino's screen, goes around Hess all the way down the baseline, gives it to Jones in the paint. That's no good. And Hobbs up high to grab another board.
Preston definitely has the ability to rebound, so that's what we need to do, is make sure we're crashing the boards.
Jones from the left corner, three, no good, a little bit too long. As Sheets goes behind the back, quickly up into the front court. Trevino all the way, lay it in.
Clock down to 2:16.
Trevino now with 9 in the game. Preston's lead is 7. Give it back to Hobbs. Holds it above his head. Over on the left side to Larson. Back down low on the left block to Hess. Bangs into Trevino once. Gets the hoop and the foul.
Yeah, Trevino had to step back. I think that's his fourth. Yeah, on him. And so he had to step back. He didn't want to commit it, but Hess went right into him.
So Hess will look for another 3-point play. And if he does get it, makes this free throw to give Preston their biggest lead of the night at 10. And it's good. So Hess with 17. It is 63-53.
Yeah, you'll see a bombardment of threes coming up here for Burley.
Sheets kicked it. Jones keeps it from going out of bounds. See if they slow it down here as they get it back up into the front court. Hobbs comes around. Jensen goes to go behind his back, slips and falls, but Hess hustles to pick it up.
Yeah, great hustle by Hess on that play.
Get it back to Lords. Sheets pokes it away into the back court so he can legally go get it. Back to Jones, and then Sheets draws the foul. A little shove over along the sideline.
Yeah, that was a blocking foul on him. Kind of put the knee into Jones as he come around him.
That's his fourth. And Jones now will go to the line with 1:31 to play. Procon Homes helps bring you tonight's game, building quality multifamily homes across the West. As a free throw by Jones is good. Drew with 7 points, and it's been a struggle, quite honestly, to get there.
Right. This hasn't been his normal game.
Second one, good. That largest lead of the night at 12 now for the Indians, 65-53, 1:25 to play in the game. Trevino, swing it back over onto the right side as it comes back to Sheets, drives the baseline, has it blocked there by Hess. He's got another one. Up into the front court, here comes Larson, give it back to Jones. Back to Larson, sets, looks at a three from the left side, good. Larson drills a three. 68-53 with a minute to play. Now we're going to empty the bench. Knapp will come back in just a moment. Down low, Trevino tries to back in, shoots over Hess, makes it. Nice shot.
Yeah, that was a fall-away jumper off the glass. About 6 feet out, 10 feet out.
68-55, Preston by 13. Hobbs lays it off to Hess, blows the layup. Trevino has the rebound. And they're going to reach in foul against Larson in the backcourt. That'll be his third. And we're going to get some replacements here.
Yeah, looks like we've got Coulter coming in.
Coulter Moffat's going to come in. Also, Titan Knapp is going to come back in just a second, as Trevino's first free throw is no good. So Hobbs will leave, and Knapp will come in, and Tate Hess will leave. Good performances by both in the season opener.
Yeah, great job by both of them.
Hess leaves with 17 points. You wouldn't have expected that out of him in the first game. Good performance, though.
I don't know, he did really well last year on JV, so.
68-56 on the Les Schwab Tire Logan North scoreboard. 20 seconds left in the game. As Drew's fouled, as Jensen kind of threw a body in front of him and then shakes his head as he walks away. That puts the Indians into the double bonus, so Jones will shoot 2.
Yeah, they're both tied. Well, they don't go any higher than the 10. They put 10 up and then it stays right there. I don't know if it's really that even.
First one by Jones is no good. That foul was the 4th on Jensen. Remember, Burley will be in Preston later this year. In fact, the last home game of the year, as Jones makes the second. Make your plans to be with us. 2 big games coming up next week at home for the Indians. Stockton cheats for another 3, and he's fouled again.
That was an unnecessary foul right there. You don't foul someone shooting a three-pointer.
Not when you're leading by 13 with 11 seconds left in the game.
Right.
Next Friday night, the Bishop Kelly Knights will be in Preston. And then on Saturday, the Valley View Falcons come to town.
Both teams excellent. Excellent coaching, excellent teams.
It's their annual Boise trip, but this time the teams come to Preston instead of the Indians going to Boise. As Sheets makes the second of the 3. That gives him 24 in the game, and it's 69-58. Preston leads by 11. Sheets misses the last one. Trevino tries to tip it back in, but he's fouled.
By Lords. Coming over the top.
Lords fouls out. And Trevino's going to go back to the free throw line. Remember, North Star's Ultimate Outdoors helps bring you tonight's game. Get ready for your next outdoor adventure at North Star's Ultimate Outdoors on State Street in the north end of the city of Preston. Trevino's free throw is no good. Remind you, plus stay tuned for the post-game show. Brought to you by Ralph's Construction. That's coming up immediately following this game. As Trevino's second free throw is no good again. As Harris able to grab the rebounds, gives it to Jones in the backcourt. Drew gets the ball up in the front court. Kind of a nonchalant pass to Moffitt, and it almost got taken away.
Well, there was 11 seconds when they brought it in bounce, and so they had to get it across the timeline.
Now they do. They get it in. Larson just holds it instead of shooting the 3. And the Indians win by 11, and they've beaten Burley 12 straight times. Final score, 69-58 here at Burley as the Indians pick up their win of the year in the opening game of the season. We invite you to stay tuned for the post-game show. It is coming up next.
Tonight's game has been brought to you by West Motors, your only stop for new or used cars in Preston and in Logan. Stokes Market True Value with the freshest meat and produce in town. Webb Funeral Home, serving Preston and surrounding communities since 1925. Ralph's Construction, building homes in the Blue Sage Park area of Preston. Franklin County Medical Center, with the finest care you'll receive in all of the Cache Valley. Preston Auto Parts CarQuest, with all the parts you need for your car to keep it running strong. Naylor Insurance, for home, health, life, and auto from Mutual of Enumclaw. Procon Homes, building quality multifamily homes across the West. By Les Schwab Tires. Stop in and see the tire experts on Main Street in North Logan. North Star's Ultimate Outdoors. Get ready for your next outdoor adventure at North Star's Ultimate Outdoors in Preston. Evergreen Financial. When planning your future, trust the experts at Evergreen Financial in Preston. Level 10 Life. Reach your next level in life with their life coaching sessions. Farm Bureau Insurance, the Smith Agency. Don't leave the things that matter to chance. Call Farm Bureau Insurance, the Smith Agency, today. Northern Title, the trusted name in the tri-state area. And by Papa J's Deli and Jerky in Clifton. Now stay tuned for the Ralph's Construction Postgame Show, coming up next.
Hey ladies, when you're looking to freshen up your wardrobe, there is no need to travel to the big city shopping centers or the dreaded mall. Stay local and head to Magnolia Road in downtown Preston. They offer great prices on the cutest tops, bottoms, sweaters, shoes and boots, and other accessory items. And best of all, everything is size inclusive from small to 3XL. When you shop local, everything you spend stays right here in Preston and Franklin County. Magnolia Road, 27 South State Street in downtown Preston.
After a long layoff during the Thanksgiving break, the Preston Lady Indians are back on the court this Thursday night when they head to Shelley for the second meeting of the year with the Russets. The Indians hope to bounce back from a tough loss to the Russets earlier this season as they work their way into a busy month of December. Preston Sports is brought to you by West Motors, Stokes Market True Value, Franklin County Medical Center, S&T Electric, and Procon Homes. Catch the game here on FM 105.5 and AM 1340 KACH and on mylocalradio.com, your home for Preston sports. If you're looking for someplace new as you head into your golden years, look into the tradition of quality designer homes built by Ralph's Construction in the Blue Sage Park area of Preston. Working in Phase 3 now, with Phase 4 starting soon, these homes can be built to a floor plan that you desire, or Ralph's Construction has other options that you're sure to fall in love with. Call today for more information, 435-232-1837. Now is the time to plan for the finest home of your lifetime. Ralph's Construction, 435-232-1837.
Across the FM airwaves, we're heard at 105.5. On the far-reaching AM dial, we're at 1340. And on the internet at mylocalradio.com. Wherever you find us, we are KACH, Preston, Smithfield, Logan.
It's time for the Preston Indians postgame show. Coming up, we'll recap the just completed game, take a look at the final stats, and a look at what's ahead for the Preston teams. The postgame show is brought to you by Ralph's Construction, building quality designer homes in the Blue Sage Park area of Preston. For more information, call 435-232-1837.
Well, we welcome you back here to Burley High School tonight as the Indians pick up an impressive victory, winning 69-58 over the Burley Bobcats. And this is the Ralph's Construction postgame show. John Slaughter, a good performance by the Indians in the first game of the year.
Yeah, it was big. There were some sloppy play in there, but the main thing is there was a W at the end of the game. We're going to talk about this game here this week and next week when we meet again with the boys. But it was closer than the score indicated. It was 11-point game and a win. That's the good. But it was like watching a Clint Eastwood movie. There was bad and ugly in it also. So, you know, the thing of it is we do have some things we need to clean up. Silly fouls. I can't believe how many fouls on Preston that I thought was just unnecessary fouls. You know, we got to clean that kind of stuff up. Turnovers. I thought we did better than I saw the other night against West Side, but those are the things that we need to control.
Offensive-wise, good balance scoring for the Indians as they finish the game with 4 different players in double figures.
Yeah, and that's good. We need to spread it out, and that's the kind of team we have. We have a lot of small players. We have some good players inside. Hess did a terrific job inside today, and we had some good help by Knapp and a few others that came in. Lords and Harris Cruz did a great job, I thought, when they came in. Some timely rebounds and putbacks for the two of them. So we did some things good. There were some really good things. There were some things that not so good, like I said. But we'll get better. I think we'll get better as the year goes on.
So Preston wins their season opening game here tonight as they final score here this evening, 69-58. We'll come back. We'll look at the score sheet next. If you're looking for someplace new as you head into your golden years, look into the tradition of quality designer homes built by Ralph's Construction in the Blue Sage Park area of Preston. Working in Phase 3 now, with Phase 4 starting soon, these homes can be built to a floor plan that you desire, or Ralph's Construction has other options that you're sure to fall in love with. Call today for more information, 435-232-1837. Now is the time to plan for the finest home of your lifetime. Ralph's Construction, 435-232-1837.
Webb Funeral Home is proud to be the leading provider of funeral services in northern Cache Valley, including southeast Idaho, for almost 100 years. We are a full-service mortuary offering the highest quality services with very affordable pricing. We have plans to meet everyone's budget, from traditional funeral services to graveside services and cremation options. We gladly provide free insurance coverage review, quality headstones and monuments, as well as funeral transcriptions. Let us answer any questions you might have by calling us at 208-852-0533. Webb Funeral Home, a trusted name in funeral service since 1925.
It's always refreshing to shop where you know you'll be appreciated. It's even better to know that you can get everything you need, quality parts at fair prices. The team at Preston Auto Parts CarQuest appreciates every customer. They work hard to make sure that you have the right part the first time, on time. Whether it's motorcycles, farm and ranch, lawn and garden, or car or truck parts, you can always get it all at Preston Auto Parts CarQuest. Stop in where you'll be treated like a friend. 17 South State Street, Preston.
KACH, mylocalradio.com.
So the Indians win on opening night for the seventh time in a row as they pick up the victory here tonight. It's also the 5th time they've beaten Burley in the season opening game over the last 7 years. Looking at the score sheet tonight, first for the Bobcats, Ryan Jensen finished the game with 5. Stockton Sheets led all scorers in the game. He had 24. Ramsey Trevino had 12. Jacob Williams finished with a dozen. And Gavin Stevens finished the game with just 2 points in the game. For the Indians, Caden Larson had a total of 4. Cam Hobbs had 6. Cruz Harris, good game off the bench, finished the game with 11. Drew Jones had 10. Titan Knapp played but did not score. It was Will Hamblin who finished the game with 3 points in the game. Cade Lords finished with a dozen. Tate Hess led all Indians in scoring with 17 tonight. And I take it back, Titan Knapp finished the game with 3 points this evening. So Preston, who led the entire way during the second half, as they go on to an 11-point win here tonight. We'll take our last time out, get a final thought from John, and say goodbye from here in Burley right after this.
If you're looking for someplace new as you head into your golden years, look into the tradition of quality designer homes built by Ralph's Construction in the Blue Sage Park area of Preston. Working in Phase 3 now, with Phase 4 starting soon, these homes can be built to a floor plan that you desire, or Ralph's Construction has other options that you're sure to fall in love with. Call today for more information, 435-232-1837. Now is the time to plan for the finest home of your lifetime. Ralph's Construction, 435-232-1837.
Papa J's World Headquarters in Clifton, Idaho, started on the dream of a man who wanted to give back to his small-town farming community. 20 years later, it's a place renowned for its gourmet beef jerky, deli, and uniquely friendly customer experience. The friendly staff at Papa J's invites you to come in or find them online at papajs.com, where you can have the unique taste of Papa J's beef jerky shipped to you all with a click of a button. Papa J's, world-class jerky in small-town USA. papajs.com.
Franklin County Medical Center is proud to provide excellence in surgical and specialty healthcare right here in our community, making it extremely convenient to receive world-class care without even leaving the county. The best part is that we work closely with your primary care physicians to ensure a convenient and coordinated care experience. Our skilled surgeons are continually adding services to Franklin County, some you won't find anywhere in the greater Cache Valley area. Discover what is available right here at fcmc.org/specialty. You just might be surprised to what we have to offer.
KACH, mylocalradio.com.
Well, the Indians pick up a win here on opening night. 69-58 at the final score. John, would you get a final thought from you?
Well, the thing of it is we come away with the win. We had, like I said, we had some good. I want to talk about three players real quick if I can.
No,
Hobbs, Hamlin, and I forgot who the other one was.
You'll remember.
My brain went dead there for a minute. They didn't have their scoring night tonight. 2-4 points. You know, you're going to see better nights out of them. They're terrific shooters. They're terrific players. I thought some of the players were a little cold tonight, but we had some that stepped up. So, you know what? I think the Indians are going to do a great job this year. They'll be fun to watch and follow.
It will be. It will be a very exciting year, and the schedule really picks up next week on Friday and Saturday nights when the Indians come home to play their first home games of the year. As next Friday night, the Bishop Kelly Knights will come to town, and then on Saturday it'll be the Valley View Falcons that'll roll into Preston Gym to face the Indians. Pre-game show both nights is at 7 to tip-off, slated for 7:30, both Friday and Saturday. Our next broadcast will be next Thursday when the Lady Indians go to Shelley for their second meeting of the year against the Lady Russets. Again, pre-game at 7, tip-off at 7:30, and as always, you can hear those games on FM 105.5 and AM 1340 KACH and the video feed on mylocalradio.com. That'll wrap up our coverage for tonight. The executive producer of KACH Radio Sports is Val Cook. Our studio coordinator has been John Beverly, and our stage manager here in Burley tonight was Don Hubbard. As a reminder, the final score, Preston wins it 69-58. Until next time, for John Slaughter, I'm Dan Hubbard saying thanks for joining us tonight here from Burley, and have a very pleasant good night.
Thank you for listening to the Preston Indians postgame show. This broadcast has been a production of Preston Broadcasting, LLC, and was intended for the private, non-commercial use of our audience. Use of any portion of this production, its accounts or descriptions, in whole or in part, may not be used or rebroadcast without the express written permission of Preston Broadcasting, LLC.